Hey guys, what's going on? Coach Brandon Krause here. Got an interesting one for you today, right? First, I want to recount two truths that I think anybody watching will have in terms of their boxing journey, right? Truth number one is all the young fighters, all the aspiring amateurs for that very first amateur fight, you know what they do? They get themselves in tip-top condition. They get their VO2 max shooting out of the roof. They get their anaerobic threshold stronger than a bear. And you know what happens? That fight happens and they still get tired. They still run out of energy. At the end of that fight, they still go, Coach, I've never been more tired in my life. What the heck? I thought I trained hard enough, right? The second truth I want to have is also anybody watching this has this guy in their gym. He don't really train that hard, if at all. He don't do any road work. He don't really watch his diet, but he gets in spars and he schools people and he don't get tired ever. 12 rounds of pretty intense sparring and you go, what is wrong with this guy? How does he have such good cardio? And the answer is he doesn't, right? The answer is there's unquantifiable things that go into what your quote unquote cardio is. And we'll talk about that now. I'm going to leave sports science in the other room for right now, right? And you know I'm a huge advocate of that stuff. But you want to talk about that unquantifiable things. Your competency is a huge component. First and foremost, you want to work on mastering your techniques, right? And that's what's going to save you a ton of energy in the long run, right? Also, you want to accept that what you're going to partake in, it's going to be full of energy and it's going to drain you mentally. And once you accept that, you know what? I am in good shape, but I will get tired. A funny thing happens. You stop getting as tired. Have some acceptance of what's going to be happening in this ring, all right? And you know, a third bullet point I want to say is what happens in this ring isn't the rest of the world, all right? It isn't the end of your life, all right? And you got to stop putting these outcomes on such a pedestal that you're mentally drained before the bout even starts. Win, lose, or draw, you're walking out of that ring and you got the rest of your life. The next day, you still got to wake up. You still got to get to your job. You still got to get to the gym. You still got to get prepared for the next fight. So stop putting so much energy into winning and just get out here to challenge yourself. Just get out here to do your best, right? And when you take that mental weight off your shoulders, you will use far less energy going about this task. And then the last one I want to talk about is which is very counterintuitive to people that don't know boxing, is that the guy that goes forward, the guy that has one thought on his head, that he wants to step forward and throw punches, uses much less energy to accomplish that than the guy that boxes. Your brain takes 10% of your calories. 10%. It's starving for energy. And what I'm trying to get at is thought costs energy. So when you have all these unnecessary thoughts in your head, when you're thinking about too much, when you haven't delegated your focus, you're going to use exponentially more energy than if you just have that one goal in your head, all right? So try to limit anything can happen in this ring. So instead of thinking about anything, think about your thing, all right? And stay focused on your thing, and you will use less energy. All right, and like I said, I am a big advocate of all the other stuff, so do your road work, do your anaerobic threshold, do all that stuff, get yourself in as tip-top of condition as you can, and then have that acceptance that you're going to get tired and try to incorporate some of this stuff, all right? Anyways, hope you like it. Like and subscribe.